Hello, people. It's Sunday, the 14th of April, and I feel like speaking to you a little bit, so cheers. Mm. Man, that's my favorite. I do like coffee, but the cinnamon nut swirl, it's a favorite. I don't get tired of it. I have other coffees. I don't switch out very often. I know what I like. So, heard from my family this weekend. Just some chit chat on the phone. Sounds like people are doing okay. Always hoping for the best. I haven't talked to my older brother in a while. It's tough to call him because I know his situation isn't the best. Um, so my family was talking about doing taxes and stuff, and I'm happy that I don't have to do taxes at this time. I don't make enough money. I'm retired, and you can't tax my Social Security. When I first retired and turned in my 401k early, the IRS attempted to tax me twice, and I fought them and won. I said, "You guys already taxed this money. It's mine. This is really heinous that you do this." And they kept coming after me until it was obvious through my letters and documentation that I knew what I was talking about. And they finally left me alone. So, good luck with taxes for all you folks. Let me see what's happening in the comments. I'm kind of enjoying doing this. So I checked, so I knew this was here. So I want to share it with you. I love getting the feedback. These are firsthand reviews of the music instead of I review stuff, but I feel like I'm an honest reviewer, and it's not that most reviewers aren't, but you get bias in reviews. You get my bias in reviews, but I always qualify it by saying, or always let you know, it's just my opinion. Don't buy it because of me. If you hear me say something that makes you interested in the music, that's what we're looking for. So here is a comment. This is from you. The buyers are speaking. This means so much to me, folks. Cartoons by Ray says, "Hi, Dereck. Received my copy of the Muse today. Thank you. Love the... excuse me, guys. Love the album. You've hit on a sound that's soothing yet intellectually engaging." Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a wonderful description of indeed what I'm doing and where it's coming from. It's not entertainment. It's food. For now, my favorite track is Sakar, but that might change with a deep listen on the phones. Kudos to you, Cubby and Blake. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Someone shared some information on the Zombie Lake soundtrack. So that's what it was called in America. Okay. Yes. And okay, I hear you, Frank and Jim Hall. Yes. Very good. Yes, I have Finesse. Anyone that's worked with Sakamoto is of interest to me, and I have Finesse. Some other folks were asking me, do I listen to Ohm or Sleep? Well, if you've been watching me, I've shown both bands. Sure have. Email Amos, who was in Ohm for a while, if not still. We were in contact for a while through social media. No plans to work together, but we talked a little bit about it. So there's that connection with Ohm. I like both bands. I like High on Fire too. I don't listen to a lot of heavy music these days. I've had my share. I appreciate it though. I do, and I do check out always what's going on. The last black metal or really heavy dark heavy metal music I heard that intrigued me was the band Portal. Are they from Australia? That's some weird shit. It's hard to digest. It's so noisy and chaotic. Interesting. So, had a good Saturday. Just let me go. I do want to share a little more. about my musical process in this video. I had a really nice visit with my friend Nick and Kat and the baby Faye. And Nick's mom was there, Denise. Nick Fackler's mom, his parents, Doug and Denise Fackler, back in the early 70s were in one of Omaha's hottest bands, Bumpy Action. I've shared this before that Denise is a little bit older than me, so I've gone to their shows when I was just a teen because they were one of the best bands locally. So it was really great to reconnect with her and talk to her since the death of her husband, Doug. And to see the baby Faye, she's getting so big. I had a wonderful day. Love is important, and people connections are important. So let me talk a little bit about my music and my musical process for you that are interested, and thank you. So I want to talk about the track from The Muse. The Muse seems to be connecting with people more than Interlude. I think that Interlude will hit some of you people in the long run if you pay some time with it. And I wonder how many people have really gone the distance with this, where it goes after Singing Bowl, it becomes more abstract. What do you folks think of that? I want to talk about Singing Bowl 1 today, that track, because it comes from a digital release that I did on Bandcamp called Singing Bowl Meditations. And the basis for the track is the sound of me playing my Tibetan singing bowl. You folks familiar with these items? During my life, I've done the thing where it's like I want to be right with the universe, with God. I'll use that term. And so, spiritual journey through religions and philosophies. And for a time, I was hooked up with these people that were really into oh, it was just on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, Tibetan Buddhism, and Krishna, both. There were these people I met who were associated with the Italian spiritual singer Turkentam, and they were trying to build an ashram in Nebraska. That's where I bought the singing bowl. But these bowls, I don't want to misspeak, but what I understand about these is that these are sacred, but also utilitarian. They're made with several alloys. I think brass is a big part of them. But whenever whoever is banging the bowl, whoever is working on the bowl, the idea is that they recite a prayer inside their head, like a mantra, the entire time they work on the bowl, so that the prayer is imbued into the bowl when it's played, when it's released. Now, that's their belief. I like the idea. Whether it's true or not, I have no idea. I do know that I spent some time at this ashram, a few weekends. I liked the people, but they were also typical of kind of culty people, which is it's our way or the highway. And at some point they're trying to, bring you into the fold, which means becoming their lackey. They tell you what to do. I'm not into that. But I bought a bowl and I spent quite a bit of time. They had a lot of merchandise from the Far East. And this wasn't cheap because it's a big bowl. But I played several. You use a dowel. I'm a little rusty. See, I can get that really beautiful ringing tone. I have met folks who are very skilled at this. There's a skill to this, and they can get the sub frequencies. If you rub this with a rubber dowel, You can get subharmonic frequencies. I've done it before. And then if you're good at making a strong connection between the dowel and the bowl, you can make this so loud that, you know, it's louder than a stereo. I mean, I've heard it where, you know, I thought it was an air raid siren, and it was a woman with a crystal bowl. She was working that thing. Anyway, I chose this tone out of over 100 bowls. I spent a lot of time because it resonates. I have little rituals I don't do all the time to cleanse the energy in my house. I'm part Choctaw Indian, and I'm a honorary member of the Lakota tribe here in Nebraska. I even have a Lakota name, Mapea. So I also sage the house and other little things that I like to do to cleanse the atmosphere, and playing the bowl is one of them. These things work because everyone, literally anyone that's come here, when I ask them, sometimes I even have to ask them, how do you feel here? How does the house feel? And people, you know, the first time they'll say, boy, I feel at home here. I said, does it feel safe? And they'll say, yes, it feels safe here. That's it. That's what it's all about. So when I originally did the singing bowl meditation, let me see if I can call it up here. It's been a let me try to find it, okay? Because I haven't looked for this. I didn't look for the, here we go. Singing Bowl 1. So this goes back to before I even got the upgrade to Reason. I mean, this is one I'm using. Oh, geez, are you kidding me? It's saying that the bowl singing, I have to find the well, let me see. While we talk. Search folders. It's like, okay, it should be Reason, Reason, backup. Let's see now. Hopefully it finds the, you know, the original track where I recorded myself playing the bowl. But so that was done separately. Let me see what year that was, because again, I appreciate that people have said to me that they kind of found it a little mind blowing that the muse was not all done at the same time. Once I started working with Blake and Cubby, that all came together in a period of time. But the tracks that I wrote originally that we use, some of those tracks go all the way back to 2017. So the Singing Bowl, I recorded in April. Wow, a month. This month in April in 2020. Okay, so wherever the original track is of the Singing Bowl sound, I'd have to find it to bring up the multi-track to show you. Oh, well, I can do this. Duh. I can go to the working track that Cubby and Blake are on. Okay, so let me do that. Singing Bowl. Let's try this again. Okay, so here's the one where we worked on it on February of last year. Okay, so for those that are interested, this is the view of the multi-track. Let me see if yeah, okay, I'm getting it, okay. So I lost the camera while I was trying to show you the tracks. But anyway, right now I have Cubby's guitar soloed. Then I'll unsolo it. There's the Singing Bowl. On the Singing Bowl track, it's combined with my bass. I'm actually playing bass, a tone very subtly underneath it. And then here's Blake. Oh, solo Blake. So when I was recording this, I don't know why my camera cuts off. There's something. But anyway, I think I got the first part where I show you the singing bowl, and then just now where I added the tracks. I'll have to look back and see where it got cut off. I might have to do this one again. Just trying to share some of my process with you. If you have questions about my process, that would help too. I'd answer questions. Okay, let me see if I got something going here.